Welcome back to English Learn Day, the place where stories help you grow, succeed, and master your English naturally. Today, we're exploring one of the most powerful books ever written about peace, presence, and inner clarity, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's not just a book, it's a door to a calmer mind and a deeper life. Now let me ask you something. Do you feel like your thoughts are always running? Do you spend more time thinking about what already happened, or worrying about what might happen next? If you're looking for peace, clarity, and a way to improve your English while calming your inner world, then press that subscribe button and stay with me until the end. This story may change how you see your life and yourself. Eckhart's journey didn't begin with success. It began with pain. He was depressed, lost, and anxious. One night, he reached a breaking point. He thought, I can't live with myself anymore. But then, something strange happened. He stopped. He questioned that sentence. Who is the I, and who is the self I can't live with? That simple question changed everything. His thoughts became quiet. His mind went still. And for the first time, he felt something he never knew before, deep, quiet peace. From that moment, his life changed. He no longer lived inside the pain of his thoughts. He no longer waited for happiness in the future. He lived fully in the present moment, the now. And what he discovered was this: suffering doesn't come from the world, it comes from our minds. The past is memory. The future is imagination. But the present, the now, is real. And that's where freedom lives. You don't have to escape to a mountain or meditate for hours to feel peace. You just have to return to now. To this breath. To this moment. Right here. Most people live like this. Their bodies are in the present, but their minds are somewhere else. They replay conversations from yesterday. They imagine problems from tomorrow. They carry guilt, fear, pressure, and doubt, not because those things are happening now, but because the mind refuses to let go. Eckhart Tolle calls this the pain body, a mental habit of holding on to suffering. You might not even notice it, but it's there. In the tension in your shoulders. In the racing thoughts at night. In the quiet voice that says, I'm not enough. That pain becomes your identity. And the more you listen to it, the more you believe it's who you are. But here's the truth, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. The one who notices the storm, but is not the storm itself. The moment you realize this, the prison door opens. Think of your thoughts like clouds in the sky. They come, they pass, and they change shape. But the sky, the awareness, always remains. That sky is the now. When you come back to it, you become still. And in that stillness, you become free. This is why the power of now is not just a theory, it's a practice. A quiet revolution that begins when you stop chasing. You stop fixing. You stop escaping. And you just breathe. You listen to the sounds around you. You feel your breath in your body. You accept what is. And in that simple space, peace appears, not because you forced it, but because it was always there. Even in English learning, this matters. When you feel nervous about your accent, or frustrated about your progress, that's your mind pulling you away from now. But if you return to the present moment, you'll find clarity. You'll speak with less fear. You'll learn with more ease. Because anxiety lives in the future, but confidence grows in the now. Presence isn't something magical. It's not only for monks or spiritual teachers. It's something you can practice anywhere, in the kitchen, on the bus, during a conversation, or while studying English. You don't need to stop your life. You just need to show up for it. Eckhart Tolle teaches that presence begins with awareness. When you drink water, really feel it. When you walk, feel your feet touch the ground. When you listen, don't think of your reply, just listen. These are simple things. But when done with full attention, they reconnect you with the now. And in the now, everything changes. Maybe you're studying English, and suddenly you feel impatient. Your mind says, "I'm too slow. I'll never learn this." That voice is not the truth, it's just noise. Come back to the sentence in front of you. Read it slowly. Feel each word. Be here. Learning is not a race. It's a process of presence. You can even practice presence while speaking. Before answering someone in English, pause. Breathe. Speak slowly. You don't need to be fast, you need to be aware. Every sentence is an opportunity to grow. Every mistake is a chance to wake up, not to judge yourself, but to return to the moment. Presence also helps you deal with emotion. Instead of reacting with anger, you observe it. Instead of drowning in sadness, you feel it, gently, without fighting it. Eckhart reminds us, emotions are like waves. Let them rise. Let them pass. You are not the wave, you are the ocean. So try this, today, while you do something ordinary, like washing dishes or walking home, stay fully present. No headphones. No distractions. Just you and this moment. You'll start to see the world differently. Not because the world changed, but because you did. In a world full of noise, silence becomes a rare kind of strength. We are constantly surrounded by distractions, messages, notifications, voices, pressure. And yet, the power of now teaches us that true clarity doesn't come from adding more. It comes from subtracting. From sitting still. From breathing deeply. From letting the noise fade, until you can finally hear what's underneath. Eckhart Tolle says that stillness is not empty. It is full of life. In silence, you don't disappear, you connect. You hear your breath. You notice your thoughts without being trapped by them. You become more than the roles you play, more than the words in your head. You return to something deeper. Something that doesn't need to be explained, only felt. And when you carry this stillness into your daily life, everything begins to change. Your relationships feel lighter. Your stress begins to soften. Even your English learning becomes different. You stop rushing. You stop judging every mistake. You begin to trust the process, because you're no longer chasing perfection, you're practicing presence. Imagine this, you're about to speak in English, and your heart is racing. Your mind fills with doubt. You freeze. But instead of fighting it, you stop. You breathe. You return to the now. This is just a moment, you remind yourself. It doesn't need to be perfect. It only needs to be real. That pause, that stillness, creates space. And in that space, you speak. Not from fear. From presence. You don't need to be fluent to feel confident. You don't need to be advanced to feel calm. You only need to be here. That's what the power of now gives you, the understanding that peace is not something you find after achieving everything. Peace is what you bring to the journey itself. So whenever you feel lost, overwhelmed, or not good enough, come back to the stillness. It's already within you, waiting to be remembered. Eckhart Tolle says something simple, but life-changing: the past is memory, the future is imagination, the only thing that truly exists is now. And yet, most people spend their lives everywhere except here. They chase goals. They run from pain. They wait for happiness to come someday. But that someday never arrives. Because life doesn't happen in the future, it happens now. When you realize that, everything slows down. You stop waiting. You start living. You begin to see beauty in small moments: sunlight on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the words forming on your tongue. Even in your English learning, this truth is powerful. You stop saying, "One day I'll be fluent." You start saying, "Today, I'm growing." And that shift, from future to now, changes your energy completely. Presence doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means no longer using the future as an excuse to avoid living. You still work, study, grow. But you do it with attention, with love, with peace. Let's say you're studying English, and you feel stuck. You can't remember a word. You get frustrated. But instead of quitting or complaining, you pause. You breathe. You say to yourself, "This is part of the journey. I'm here. I'm learning." That attitude transforms frustration into awareness, and awareness is power. Your power is not in the past. It's not in the future. It's in this breath, this word, this moment. The more you return to the now, the more confident you become, not because everything is easy, but because you stop resisting what is. And here's something important: the now is not always comfortable. Sometimes, it's painful. Sometimes, it's uncertain. But even then, presence gives you strength. Because when you stop running, you stop hiding. You become whole. So don't wait for the perfect time to start learning. Don't wait to feel confident before you speak. Start now, as you are, because now is all you have, and it's more than enough. So now, take a deep breath, not to escape the moment, but to return to it. Because this moment, right now, is where your power lives. The power of now is not about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you are without the noise, without the pressure, without the stories you've been told. It's about learning how to be fully alive even in silence, even in struggle, even when things aren't perfect. Maybe you're learning English and feel insecure. Maybe you're going through something hard. But if you stop for a second and come back to this breath, this feeling, this exact place, you'll realize you are okay. You are growing. You are already enough. The voice in your head might tell you that you're too late, too slow, or not smart enough. But you don't have to listen. You can choose another voice, the quiet one beneath the fear. The one that says, I'm here. I'm ready. I begin again. So today, try this. Take 2 minutes. No phone. No distractions. Just sit. Breathe. Feel the air around you. Feel your feet on the ground. Say one sentence in English, slowly, with love. That's it. That's presence. That's power. That's progress. If this story brought you peace, clarity, or even just a little hope, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to English Learn Day, share this video with someone who needs a pause, and keep coming back to the moment, to yourself, and to the voice you're building with every new word. You don't need to control the future. You don't need to fix the past. You only need to be here. And right now, you are exactly where you need to be.